If any of my videos have helped you determine to go with Maverick Transportation, I'd appreciate it if you'd use my name as a referral. You can either put it on the electronic application or the paper one. There's a spot for it. Or if you're really not sure if they'll get your information, you can always go to my YouTube page and send me a private message. Give me your name and your phone number, and I'll be sure Maverick Transportation knows who you are. It's the 15th of August. It's the morning. I'm delivering supposedly 1 mile away from the medicine yard. And when I started, I was on the other side of this large structure, and I actually took a wrong turn down a wrong road when I got in here. Never been here before. Asked the guard where I was going, and he basically told me to come back around the backside and go around some trains and follow. And I thought I was, because I saw some signs that said shipping, receiving, but it must have been for a different company, because there's like 3 companies here. That's another Maverick driver. I think he's going to actually find somebody to talk to, which is good. Hopefully we don't hear some loud noises. We shall see. I just wanted to clear the front windshield. So I put my phone in my little holder. I have an iBolt phone holder with a placement that I could put on my dash. So I tried to catch the water as I was coming into this place. We'll see how that turns out. I think you could see the water, but I don't know if you can really capture how deep it was and whatnot. But anyway, it's the beginning of the week, and we'll see what happens. There's 3 trucks ahead of me, and there's a truck that you can barely see sticking out of that door. And anyway, it's going to be an interesting morning. Obviously, it's going to take up a lot of my time. I'm not going to get really paid for this. So, for this portion of the trip anyway. And we'll see. I make 50 cents. 1 mile. Made 55 cents. And we'll see what happens. In this building right here, there's stacks and stacks of coils, and the water is so deep in there that the water is going up halfway up the coils with all the flooding that's going on because of the rain. So we shall see how this goes. It could be interesting. I don't know if I'll be able to capture it on camera. So anyway, that's it for now.
President, can he turn the tide starting today? That is the big question for the Trump campaign. And the FBI about to release the transcript of their questioning of Hillary Clinton. So what did she actually tell them? And does it line up with what we know? And Milwaukee, the latest U.S. city in crisis. Louisiana, underwater, the latest.
You have arrived at your destination on the left side, 1001 College Street.
Every 4 years, memories are made. Dreams are realized.
So you can see how after this truck unloaded, it is backing out. And then this truck in front of me will pull in and do the same thing. Get in there, untarp, get unloaded, put all this stuff away, and then leave. So I've been here for, how long have I been here? 1 hour and 6 minutes. Might as well start the truck because I got to pull forward a little bit because there's trucks behind me. 1, 2, 3, 4 trucks behind me. Woo! So sorry for that 5th truck.
You have 8 hours and 0 minutes.
I had to actually go wake the driver up that was in front of me. He was asleep. I figured after 2 minutes of him not moving, when the other truck pulled out of the way, he's probably asleep. So, anyway, I'm next. Okay, it's 10:08 and I'm unloaded. And there's probably like 13 or 14 trucks here now, so I'm glad I got here when I did. We have a new macro that comes to let us know, and I'm reading this for the first time through the camera. And now instead of just saying we're working for a load, it tells you where you're at in line. I'm number 18 on the board for 24 trucks. So I'm going to be getting a load. There's 22 loads available according to what I'm reading here. And so they're going to have to work on getting 2 more loads for whatever the last 2 trucks are. So I'll just wait here until I get my load assignment. I turned in my trailer. Sorry, it's kind of cluttered over here because I just tried to clean up some mess. I have a brush. And I turned in my truck. I did a load swap. I picked up this trailer at the Madison yard. I swapped it and I went home. But before I did that, I did a check of the trailer, and I noticed one of the tail lights was out. Not a big deal because it's Friday. I'm at the shop, and I can turn it in to
You have 0 new messages, 1 of 3.
get it fixed. And they fixed it over the weekend. Great. But one thing that lets you know how they kind of treated your truck is when you get back inside of it. So there's the, hey, I get, maybe they were in the truck for a while because their drink is in here. That's cool. I mean, all right. I guess if you're thirsty for the 5 seconds it takes to drive the truck from the yard into the shop and from the shop out to the back of the yard. I have all these cards. Oh, so it leads me to believe that during this repair or movement or something, that the windows were left down in my truck. Because one, the inside of my hat, my hat rests over here upside down. It was full of water. As you can see, that's water coming out of my brush. It sits here on this pile of mess, and it's full of water. And I had a bunch of business cards for Maverick that had my name on them, completely ruined because they were soggy wet, and the seat is wet. So I'm not sure exactly what they did or how they are performing their maintenance at the Madison yard. But I hate to call people out, but I mean, when my stuff is personally messed up, my personal belongings have been exposed to the elements, not because of me, but because of somebody else's choice. It might end up on a video. The cards are replaceable. My brush, everything will dry out. It's not a seriously big deal, but I mean, a little bit more respect would be a little bit more awesome. And I'm sure they didn't mean to. I mean, they may have moved the truck in or wherever they moved it to. When the weather was semi-nice, but as you've seen in the news, and as you can see now, it's been raining the last 2 days, and like flood level, as you see in this segment that I caught driving through the water. So it's been wet. I'm surprised. So anyway, things happen. Luckily this time my curtain, because I closed the curtain that divides the back from the front, and this particular time it remained closed. The previous time somebody went back there for some reason. So it always makes me, you always have to wonder what goes on. All of this occurred that I've reported for a taillight fix on the trailer. So I'm not, I don't know if they, because of the temperature, they may roll down the windows as they go into the shop to kind of get the immediate heat out of the truck and then just leave the windows open while they're in there. I don't know. So I just thought it was interesting. Let's see here. You get these if you can see how wrinkled it is, it's because of the water damage, and the water had stuck to the back of my brush. That's how I first noticed this. I picked it up and this was stuck on and these, you get these cards when you go to a CAT scale. They have these cards with a picture of a semi-nice truck on the front of it, and it's no longer a nice, as you can see, the top's been removed, so it's a chopped truck now. And that's from the water that it had, and it was in the middle of the chair. So then I've got these cards, and they're all soggy right now. Yeah, so just the things you come to notice. I'm checking on a couple other things that are underneath the chair. They seem to be okay. I have a map book that I store underneath, so I have easy access to it. Anyway, that's it for now. I just wait for my load assignment, and then I can see where I'm going from here. But I am still in Madison, Illinois. It's 10:14 on the 15th of August, and it's raining. I was going to use my Garmin dash cam, but with its current position, the amount of water on the windshield prevents it from getting any kind of clear picture, because I thumb slipped. You can kind of see the picture it's getting. You can kind of make things out, but the water droplets on the window are predominant. So that's why I set up my phone on my dash holder rig thing. I don't keep it permanently in there because the roads are so bad in America that it just bounces all over the place and ends up falling off. So, but I used it for that temporary moment in which I could drive through the water and kind of capture what the flood levels are like here in the Madison area. When I was driving to work this morning, I drive down the, 13 or the 15 out of Belleville into East St. Louis. My wife doesn't typically go that way because, anyway, I don't want to say anything bad. But as I was driving, I noticed in my dark conditions, hey, there's a big puddle of water, and I hit it about 45 miles an hour, and then I couldn't see. And so, applying the brakes helped me slow down, and was able to lower the spray enough to where I could see where it was going. But I traveled through I had to forge through some watered areas, but it wasn't so severe that it would have been like, ooh, I don't know about that, because my Jeep's kind of higher off the ground than other cars, and I saw other cars drive through, and so it made me think, I can handle that. So it wasn't moving water, it was just sitting water. See a lot of bad things on the news about people trying to cross rivers, massive amounts of water trying to move across the road, and you're trying to drive across it. I don't know if that's such a good idea. But anyway, as you can see, trucks are piling up everywhere still. There are two more trucks to the right, but then there's a big line of trucks that goes back. As you can see, it continues around. And that's probably truck number 13 right there. And then you add up all the ones that are just kind of freestanding here, like 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm glad I came earlier than what I did, than what some of these individuals have gotten here. They're unloading one truck at a time. I don't know how much the weather plays into an effect of how fast this goes. It is raining, and I untarped and unsecured indoors. So, I mean, there's people that wonder, oh man, I can't do this out in the rain or bad weather. It's pretty rare that if you have to tarp, that you're untarping or tarping in bad weather. I can only think of 2 times where I've actually done tarping, securing in the rain. Of course, those were really bad. Bad memories. I try to keep those away. Got a new message. Let's see. Well, we don't want to read that one because that would look bad. My fleet manager's letting me know what's going on. And so hopefully we'll see something come across the Qualcomm MCP 200 for that guy, that one guy that asked the particular Qualcomm unit or Omnitrax unit I had. It's the MCP 200. I got my truck started because they told me to go to Blytheville, Arkansas. They haven't even given me an assignment yet. They just said head there. It is 2:46, so I've been here all day in the same spot I unloaded. The one time in 1.5 years does not a trend make. So I don't care what's going on today. I don't mind. It's a rare event, though it's not the best. There's a bug in my car, my truck, sorry. I know people get hung up on terminology, so I'd hate to call this a car. Somebody get upset. Might have to send a postcard to their mom or something saying I said that. Somebody have to wipe their tears. Anyway, off to Blytheville, Arkansas. We'll see what happens. It's like a little bit after 6:30. I'm at exit 1. If I was to leave Missouri and go into Arkansas on 55 South, this is where you end up. As you can see, there's lots of trucks parked here, so I like it. I'm empty. What this means is I'm picking up probably about, I don't know, 10 or 20 minutes from here, and delivering the same day. I've yet to look at my load assignment. I just know I'll be staying the night here and figuring everything else out along the way. I just finished sneezing, so I may sound a little stuffy. It feels like it's about 90 degrees, even though it's been raining all day. So it's kind of unusual. You can see the dark clouds. That's where I came from. That's north of where I'm at right now. And then south, the direction I'm heading, it's a little bit clearer, but anyway, that's it for today. We'll see what actually brings us tomorrow and where I'm going. I'm thinking I must be delivering to Indiana because I got my load assignment and I got the warning saying be careful in Indiana. I'm noticing two things here. There's a fire in the trash can and there's geese. Maybe they're having a barbecue.